Welcome to Jingjo Lifestyle. Today we're stepping into the past to explore the iconic Nelson ghost town in Nevada. This town is a treasure trove of history, rusted beauty, and vintage charm. If you're planning to visit Nelson Ghost Town, parking is pretty convenient. You can either park across the street or right here on the property if there are spaces available. From abandoned vehicles to relics of a bygone era, there's so much to discover here. Let's dive in. Rusted cars with stories to tell. Our first stop, these incredible vintage cars scattered across the property. Each one has a story to tell. Some were left here decades ago, while others were brought in to enhance the ghost town's charm. Look at this 50s style beauty. Rust has become its paint, and the desert its canvas. One of the coolest finds here at Nelson Ghost Town is this old rustic water truck. Back in the day, trucks like this were essential for survival in the desert. They'd carry water to nearby mines and towns, making sure the workers and locals had enough to drink and use for daily life. Check out this old school bus. It's been converted into a rustic RV, completely transformed for living on the go back in its day. But now it's no longer in use and sits here as part of the display. The rust and weathered look give it so much character, making it a perfect addition to Nelson Ghost Town's vintage vibe. You can just imagine the stories it holds, traveling the open desert roads, carrying adventure seekers or miners. Now it's a piece of history frozen in time. Nelson Ghost Town is full of vintage treasures, including some incredible old bicycles scattered around the property. These bikes are relics of a simpler time, with their rusty frames and classic designs. Over there, that military truck likely saw some serious action in its time. Now it rests here, blending perfectly into the town's rustic atmosphere. Here's something eerie, an old-school bus with "Keep Out" written on it. It almost feels like a scene from a horror movie. This one, a green, rusty hatchback, even has the original old tires. One of the standout treasures here at Nelson Ghost Town is this old, rusty gray classic car, dating back to the 50s, or possibly even the 20s. Its sleek, weathered frame and timeless design are a window into the golden age of automobiles. Check out this old green minivan. It's got such a cool, laid-back vibe, almost like something surfers would have used back in the day. You can just imagine it cruising along the coastline. Take a look at this old buggy car with its big, old exhaust system. One of the most fascinating sights here at Nelson Ghost Town is this old warplane. It's a real piece of history, standing strong despite the years of weathering. What's even cooler is that this plane was used in the movie 3,000 Miles to Graceland, starring Kurt Russell and Kevin Costner. It's amazing to think that this plane, which once served a real purpose in wartime, was transformed into a Hollywood prop. Now it sits here, a symbol of both military history and cinematic adventure, adding even more intrigue to this already fascinating town. As you explore Nelson Ghost Town, you'll notice all sorts of miscellaneous machines scattered around, each one telling a story of the town's past. From old mining equipment to vintage farming tools, these machines are a glimpse into the everyday life of the people who once lived and worked here. One of the unique finds here at Nelson Ghost Town is this gray, rustic old camper. Back in the day, this little home on wheels would have been perfect for desert road trips or a cozy camping getaway. This old, rusty car from the 1950s is a fascinating relic that's weathered the passage of time. Its body tells a story of countless journeys, now fading into history. This old green rustic car is a true gem for vintage lovers. Its worn paint and rusty exterior give it so much character, making it stand out among the treasures of Nelson Ghost Town. Peek inside and you'll find it filled with spare parts and tires. It's almost like a mobile garage frozen in time. Let's take another look at this amazing Navy warplane. Its sheer size and rugged appearance make it impossible to ignore. Every detail, from its weathered exterior to its role in 3,000 Miles to Graceland, tells a story. It's hard not to be drawn back to it, imagining the missions it flew or the scenes it helped bring to life in the movie. This piece of history is worth a second glance, and it never fails to leave you in awe.
We're gonna go to the Cowboy tunnel after we see the airplane crash.
Over here, we've got an old yellow tractor that's packed with character. It's rusty and weathered, but you can tell it was once a hard-working machine, probably used to plow fields or move heavy loads back in its prime. Check out this charming old phone booth. It's like a portal to the past. Its vintage design with weathered paint and a rustic finish.
Hello. Okay.
Is that your boyfriend?
Hello, boyfriend.
Makes it a standout piece here at Nelson Ghost Town. You can just imagine people stepping in to make a call, coins jingling as they dialed up loved ones or handled important business. Now, it's purely for show, but it's such a fun spot to snap some photos or even pretend to make a call.
This is not Disneyland.
Just so you know, this isn't Disneyland, and the barn is currently closed due to the actions of some irresponsible visitors. Unfortunately, the abundance of disrespectful behavior made it necessary to close the barn for now. It's a reminder that this is a real historical site, and we need to take care of it for everyone to enjoy. Let's respect the space and keep it preserved. Let's step into the barn. It's like a treasure chest of history here at Nelson Ghost Town. Inside, you'll find an incredible collection of old tools, rusty antiques, and unique items that give you a glimpse into the hardworking lives of those who once called this area home. From farming equipment to mining relics, the barn is packed with vintage charm. The weathered wood and rustic beams add to the atmosphere, making it feel like you've walked straight into the past. It's a fascinating spot to explore and discover something new with every glance. Here's something interesting. These old tubs scattered around Nelson Ghost Town. They're the kind of vintage pieces that make you appreciate the history behind everyday objects. Some of them have that classic Western style, while others look like they've seen better days. You can almost picture someone using them to wash up after a long day of hard work or relaxing under the stars. Now, they sit here as part of the ghost town's charm, adding a rustic touch to the overall atmosphere. They're fun to explore and a great spot for photos if you want to capture the old-time feel of this place. Check out this old, rusty plow. It's a real piece of history here at Nelson Ghost Town. This plow was once an essential tool for farming, helping to break the ground and prepare the land for planting. Now it's weathered and worn, with rust covering its surface, but you can still see the craftsmanship and hard work that went into making it. It's amazing to think about how much this simple machine contributed to life in the past. Here's a quirky find, a very old, rusty restroom. While it may not be the most glamorous spot in the ghost town, it's definitely a part of the history here. You can imagine that back in the day, this was a much-needed service for the miners and locals working in the area. Now it's a weathered relic, with rust and wear adding to its vintage charm. It's a reminder of how even the most practical places had their own character back then. And it's just another piece of the story that makes Nelson Ghost Town so unique.
Like a gift shop. You want to put the gas? Tactical right there. Outside Coca-Cola, refreshing. Outside Coca-Cola.
Don't forget to check out the gift shop here at Nelson Ghost Town. It's a great spot to pick up souvenirs and memorabilia to remember your visit. But that's not all. You can also buy tickets for the mining tours right here. If you want to dive deeper into the town's history and explore its mining past, this is the place to grab your tickets. Whether you're interested in some cool vintage items or want to learn more about the mines that once thrived in this area, the gift shop has got you covered. Here's a fun one, a classic old rustic motorcycle prop. It may not be road ready, but it definitely adds some serious character to the ghost town. With its rusted frame and vintage design, this motorcycle looks like it could tell some wild stories if it could talk. It's perfect for photos, so don't miss the chance to snap a shot while pretending to ride into the past. Whether you're a motorcycle enthusiast or just love quirky rustic props, this is a great spot to capture the essence of Nelson Ghost Town. Check out this old rusty beer truck. It's definitely seen better days. This vintage truck used to carry Ham's beer, and you can still spot the faded logo on the side. The years have not been kind to it, as the rust and wear are evident, but that just adds to its charm. You can imagine it cruising down the road back in its prime, delivering beer to thirsty folks. Now it stands as a testament to the past, with its weathered exterior telling the story of a bygone era. It's a fun, historic piece of Nelson Ghost Town you won't want to miss. Here's a beauty, an old, rusty orange vintage Dodge truck. This truck has definitely seen its fair share of miles, with its vibrant orange paint now faded and chipped by time. Despite the rust, you can still see the classic lines and rugged design that made Dodge trucks so iconic back in the day. It's a perfect representation of the hard-working vehicles that once ruled the roads, carrying everything from supplies to families. Now, it sits here as a weathered reminder of the past, adding to the authentic, vintage atmosphere of Nelson Ghost Town.
See the garden, come on.
Let me take you to one of the most breathtaking spots here at Nelson Ghost Town, the Cactus Garden area. Imagine being surrounded by towering cacti and vibrant desert plants, all set against the backdrop of a stunning, wide-open desert sky. It's truly a peaceful oasis in the middle of the Nevada wilderness. And here's the amazing part. This place isn't just for sightseeing. You can actually book a wedding here. With the natural beauty of the Cactus Garden as your backdrop, it makes for an unforgettable, one-of-a-kind wedding venue. There's even a charming little chapel tucked away nearby, where couples can exchange vows in the heart of the desert. Whether you're dreaming of a rustic desert ceremony or simply want to admire the beautiful landscape, this spot is perfect for anyone looking for a unique and memorable experience. In addition to the stunning cactus garden, this area offers something truly special for those who love the outdoors. Some people even camp out in the open areas surrounding the garden, soaking in the tranquil desert nights under the stars. It's a fantastic way to fully experience the beauty and serenity of the desert landscape. Imagine waking up to the sound of desert birds and the sight of towering cacti surrounding you. Whether you're here for a wedding, a peaceful getaway, or just to explore, you can make the most of your visit by camping out in this incredible setting. It's a perfect spot for those who want to connect with nature and embrace the full desert experience. As you step into the Cactus Garden area at Nelson Ghost Town, you're immediately surrounded by a breathtaking desert landscape. The garden is a peaceful oasis filled with towering cacti, vibrant desert plants, and unique rock formations. You can walk freely through the garden, taking in the beauty of the natural surroundings at your own pace. The air is crisp, and the soft desert breeze adds to the tranquil atmosphere, making it the perfect place to unwind and connect with nature. The paths are well maintained, allowing you to explore without feeling rushed. As you stroll, you'll encounter a wide variety of cacti, each with its own unique shape and size, creating a stunning visual contrast against the vast desert backdrop. The vibrant green of the cacti stands out against the earthy tones of the desert. One of the unique features of the Nelson Ghost Town Cactus Garden is the opportunity to walk upstairs of the barn, where you'll be treated to an incredible bird's-eye view of the entire landscape. As you climb the stairs, you'll feel the excitement build as you approach the top. Once you reach the viewing platform, the expansive desert stretches out before you in all its glory. From this elevated vantage point, you can see the entire cactus garden area in stunning detail, with the tall cacti, rugged terrain, and surrounding mountains in the distance. The view from above offers a whole new perspective of the ghost town, highlighting the beauty of the surrounding landscape in ways you can't fully appreciate from ground level.
Oh my God, do you see the rabbit?
As you explore the cactus garden and the surrounding areas of Nelson Ghost Town, you'll notice a delightful surprise: wild rabbits hopping everywhere. These little desert dwellers add a touch of charm and life to the serene environment. You'll often catch them darting between the towering cacti or nibbling on the sparse vegetation scattered around the area. The rabbits blend beautifully into the desert landscape, their soft brown and gray fur perfectly matching the earthy tones of their surroundings. A standout among the rustic relics at Nelson Ghost Town is the pink vintage Cadillac, a classic car that has certainly seen better days, but still carries a charm that's impossible to ignore. Its bold, pastel pink paint, now faded and chipped, tells the story of its glamorous past, when it was likely the epitome of style and luxury in the 1950s. As you get closer, you'll notice the wear and tear of time. The upholstery inside is torn, and the once shiny chrome details are dulled with rust. Yet, this weathered beauty still exudes character, making it a favorite for photos. You can imagine it cruising down a desert highway back in the day, its sleek lines and long fins catching the sunlight. The Cadillac now rests quietly, surrounded by the desert landscape, serving as a perfect contrast between elegance and decay. It's a symbol of a bygone era, parked right here in Nelson Ghost Town, waiting for visitors to admire its enduring spirit and snap a picture or two of this timeless classic. One of the most charming and unique structures at Nelson Ghost Town is the house made entirely of rocks. This rustic little gem feels like it was plucked straight out of another time, with its sturdy rock walls providing a glimpse into the resourceful craftsmanship of the past. The highlight of this cozy house is its chimney, a solid and well-built feature, perfect for those cool desert nights. Stacked neatly next to it, you'll find plenty of firewood ready for burning, evoking a sense of warmth and inviting you to imagine a time when the fireplace would have been the heart of this home. Outside, there's a wooden bench where you can take a break and enjoy lunch amidst the peaceful surroundings. It's the perfect spot to soak in the historic ambiance. Thank you so much for joining me on this incredible adventure at Nelson Ghost Town. If you loved exploring this hidden gem, filled with fascinating history, rustic charm, and breathtaking desert views, then you're going to love what's coming next. There's so much more to discover, and I can't wait to take you along on the journey. To make sure you don't miss out, hit that subscribe button and tap the notification bell so you'll be the first to know when I upload more exciting explorations. If this video inspired or amazed you, give it a thumbs up and share it with friends and family who'd love a unique adventure like this. This is just the beginning. There's so much more in store. Thank you again for all your support. And as always, happy adventuring. Subscribe to Jingjo Lifestyle, and let's uncover more amazing places together.